Well, I'm off my two wheels for about 6 weeks. I've just had two surgeries done just 48 hours ago. I've had another skin cancer taken off my head and I've had a hernia repaired. So what I've done is in the past few weeks I've done a few trips on the BSA and one on the scooter, and I've taken bits of film, and I'm going to use my time of recovery to put films together to give me something to do. But at the moment I've just to take it easy. And in one way it's not the best thing getting old.
But we'll not dwell on my health issues. I could go on about it for a long time because being an old man I enjoy talking about my health. A few weeks ago I went on a wee run to Loch Buidhe in Sutherland. That used to be one of my favourite runs. The best way for me to come north and avoid the busy A9 is to come up over the Struy to Altnamain and then cut down to Edderton. Here I'm on the Loch Bridge and I'm looking west up the Loch Firth. After a couple of miles on the A9, I avoid it by going to Dornoch via Cut Hill and then out by Embo. It gets rid of a huge chunk of the A9. You've got to do that when you're so limited in power in a C15. If I'm doing 45, that's pretty good. This is the village of Dornoch, a really nice place. I loved it as a youth. My cousin Martin lived here and spending a holiday with him was just wonderful. I've passed the turn-off to Embo and ahead is Benvragi, which is above Golspie. Golspie is where I was born. That's a good place. And here we are at the lovely Loch Fleet. There's a seal colony there, and I did see them, but the camera's not good enough to catch it. don't say I'm not good to you, taking you to nice places. This is Loch Buidhe, across there is Benvraggy. I've come back up onto the A9 and I'm on it just for a few yards before turning off onto the Loch Buidhe road. The Loch Buidhe road is a bit rough. Your suspension gets a good bit of exercise and you can see the grass growing up the middle of the road, but it is a great place to be. Imagine living out there. On this bit the public road isn't snow ploughed or salted in the winter. There's Loch Buidhe coming into view. I've come out in the wee C15 to Loch Buidhe. It's a wee loch at the back of Sutherland, not far across the Ross-shire border. It's just quite a short run today, maybe 75 miles or so. It's lovely out here, it's quiet out here, but unfortunately on a good day like today I haven't been able to get into the car park I normally go to. I normally have it to myself, but I couldn't get there. So I've just stopped somewhere in the middle of the loch. There's another place further up that cars park. It's pretty busy looking today. I'm a loner and like just to be out on my own. Probably by the time that you see this, I'll have had another little bit of surgery. I have to have a hernia repaired
And I also have to have another minor skin cancer removed, this time from my forehead. I'm hoping to have some bits of video to edit while I'm recovering, but there'll not be many more trips left with me going on the C15 this year. Hope you like Loch Buidhe. It is a bonny place. The only thing is, if I turn round, do you see the substation behind me? That has been expanded considerably, and there's pylons right down this wild place.
I had a wee picnic sitting by the side of the loch, but it's time to head towards home. This was a quick stop before Bonar Bridge to get this view out to Loch Buidhe. Bonar Bridge does have an interesting bridge. This current bridge was opened in 1973. I was just a youth. Here I'm looking up and down the Kyle of Sutherland. I thought I'd better stop here to get a wee bit of film looking down the Dornoch Firth. I just don't like watching films taken from a head camera that's just continuous shots from the head camera. They get very monotonous. And there's my braw wee bike that takes me on all my adventures. This is the village of Ardguy. Now I'm heading down the Dornoch Firth, and I'm going to go over the Struy to get back home. This is the turn off onto the Struy Road, the B9176. The road climbs from sea level and it reaches over 800 feet, so it's a good climb for the wee C15. The Struy Road was a former drove road and developed in 1810 to 1815 by the Commission for Highland Roads and Bridges, and I believe this bridge was designed by Thomas Telford. Looking back, that is Struy Hill, which the road is named after. One more stop, and it's at the Dornoch Firth viewpoint. It gives a view down onto the Dornoch Bridge, which I crossed not that long ago. Here I've completed the circle. That was the road I took down to Ederton earlier on the left.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the wee run up to Loch Buidhe on the C15. I certainly did. It's a few days on since I've been editing that, and as you can see, the dressing is off the stitches in my head. Things are healing up, time's moving on. I'm quite enjoying myself, not doing terribly much. Don't tell my wife.